Okay, so last time I was doing like a video for my little rants.
We have assets in the
stuff,
field. Defending them is
instead of
critical.
saying grape, I'm gonna say ape because I don't feel like saying grape over and over again. But my last time I was talking about how teach me not the grape. Well, I mean, ape doesn't really work. Should I say? Okay, let's say teach me how to not do the naughty no. No naughty. Look, just don't do the no consent. That's what we're gonna call it. So, I had somebody who did not to do the no consent thingy majig, and I really don't think that makes any sense. It's kind of like, imagine somebody with a pretty good life, you know, nobody teaches you how to become a murderer, but you become
1 minute remaining.
Because of like certain things not justifying no consent attacks. That's what I'm gonna call them because I don't say the actual thing. But you can't really not teach somebody how to be a murderer now, can you? Like, somebody like, hey yo, this is
that
not
is
right.
the way.
You see
On
this
to the
sharp
next
object right here? You do not jab somebody in the frontal area or anywhere actually in that case, anywhere in their body and stuff. You just can't help it with that because somebody might go through an experience
Search and
and
destroy.
they might just, you know, off somebody. So like when you come down to like the no consent magic thing, no consent.
We have assets in the field. Defending them is critical.
Not to do the no consent magic because what are you hitting me with every time I run into somebody? I think I know this. Oh, that's a pen. I don't know what gun to use in this situation. Like, the ram will work. I don't know why my MP7 has not been hitting the same. Where's my aim into? Not that good. Anyways, it's like you can teach somebody something 1,000 times. You can raise somebody in a good way. She was saying as like, oh, it depends on the environment they were raised in and stuff like that. Well, let me tell you this. You say that just because somebody's raised in an environment, like let's say people are raised in the hood, they say, oh, just because you're raised in this environment doesn't mean you're not this way just because you're this person. You're not this way because you're being around this kind of people. Okay, now, I'm gonna say women because it's mostly women who says teach men not to do the no consent and stuff. Well, mostly women from my point of view. That's what sources I had so far. I'm not gonna say that only women say it because I'm pretty sure there's a decent amount of women out there quoting teach us not to do the no consent thing.
The bomb has been
for my
defused.
sake, I'm gonna go ahead and
Stay
just say
focused.
women.
No mistakes. This
Because
round is ours.
where these kind of things start from sometimes.
Switching sides.
And although I do 100% agree,
Search and destroy.
not do the no consent to people, but use the same logic that you do with every other thing that you do, which is okay.
Targets identified.
You can't
Capture
judge
the
a
bomb
black
and
cover,
engage.
I'm not judging. You can't walk
The bomb is
around
in play.
with this crowd.
Protect
You
our
can't,
carrier.
so just because somebody hangs around this kind of crowd doesn't mean they're that way. Okay then, so just because you're around other people who do good stuff doesn't necessarily mean that you're the person that did it. Has to do that did, obviously. It doesn't, like, good plus good, wow, does not equal good. That's not how life works. It never
planting
has,
Bravo.
and it never will. It's just like bad plus bad doesn't equal bad. You can be around bad your whole entire life. And it's not saying you're a good person or a bad person. You're just a person. You have your good qualities and your bad qualities. It's
Bomb
just how
set.
humanity
Hold
works.
for detonation.
But like, I don't think that men not to do the no consent thing makes any sense because you can teach people all you want. In case of my husband, I'm like, yeah, like I mean, I guess if you tell somebody, hey, don't do that, that's pretty bad, and you know, somebody might be like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But then other people who just don't care, it doesn't matter. It's like telling somebody don't be in a gang. Just because you tell somebody not to be in a gang doesn't mean they're not gonna be in a gang. Just because you teach somebody, hey, you shouldn't go to jail, doesn't necessarily mean they're not gonna go to jail. You know, it's just not how life works, and that's what I
We have the
wish
advantage.
people
Keep
would
pushing.
understand. And that's the first thing I want to talk about, because you cannot teach men how not to do that. The not a no consent thing, because that's just not how the world works. And it's quite
Search
obvious.
and destroy.
So far, social media has just been ruining everything. You know, people posting videos on everything and this and that, and coming out with their
Targets
opinions.
identified. Come on,
But
get
when you
moving.
have a bunch of illogical people spewing illogical things, the only result is to have these same illogical things that we're gonna find. So it's not gonna change much. But yeah, that's my stance on that. Can't really go deep into it because it's not really gonna go deep into it. Well, like I say here, like, you can't teach something. If you disagree, please prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. Because, yeah, sometimes you know it all. But I think I can get a pretty good amount of people that I know that
Stay
don't
focused, no mistakes. This round is ours.
I can talk to a few women. I'm pretty sure they all say the same thing, like, you can't teach people, do them a jumbo. So, that's the first thing I want to talk about, which is a serious topic and stuff. But I got that out the way first, because, I didn't want to forget a point and make the wrong point. I'm like, they all put out their such.
Targets identified.
Okay.
Allied
So,
UAV
yeah.
overhead.
We're going to talk about why I think the world should have laid off on some technologies, like I said. And the reason being is because
Allied cluster.
things
Allied UAV overhead.
kind of my aim is so bad.
Handle yourselves well. Report to brief.
The dating world is just completely bad, because now these ideas that are first just ideas in your head, thoughts in your head, like, I can't do this, I can't do that, or I can't date a person, I can't date a like that. Or maybe you never even had those type of thoughts, but the social media life these days has encouraged people so much that it's changed their own point of views on things, in sometimes in a negative manner. Because now you have either a man saying some very stupid stuff or stuff like that, just about dating a girl. Oh, I can't date a girl like you, so I can't date a girl like that. And I think that without technology, things were better. You had that genuine connection. You would know if somebody cared about you because of the links they would go to know you. Like, and by technology and stuff, I mean, like, instead of sending emails or text messages or something like that, writing letters. That's a sincere thing, because you think it through. You think about what you want to say to somebody. Like, if you, let's say you meet a girl, right, and you and her got along pretty well and stuff, and y'all exchanged like addresses, I guess. Because honestly, I don't think back in the day exchanging addresses was as bad as it is now, because I mean, it starts showing around school if somebody had address. It's pretty stupid. And plus, it's easy to trace who gave out your address in the first place by just being like, oh well, that's the person I sent my address to on the mail. So like, in those days, which of course I didn't live in them, so I don't know everything about it, but I'm going based off of the surface level of knowledge that I've gained from history and stuff like that. And back in the day, you wrote people letters, you met up with them, you hung out with them. These days, I swear to God, you cannot get anybody to do anything. And a lot of people hit you with, oh, I'm busy, or stuff, or oh, or I'm busy. Which I hear that. I be hearing that myself. I'm not gonna pretend like, oh yeah, I hear that. But sometimes I feel like, for me, I don't hear I'm busy as in like, oh, let's go on dates and be boyfriend and girlfriend, and they be like, oh, sorry, I'm busy, can't do that. It's more like you have a friend, you and that person were pretty good friends. At least you thought that you guys were pretty good friends, and then so you just sit there and you're like, okay, well, let me text my friend, talk to him sometimes. In this day and age, people have busy lives, so I understand that. Like, I understand what somebody works a lot. But at the same time, the same people that say, oh, I'm busy, or say, oh, let me have time to text you, they have another friend that they like way more than you, that they're definitely going to be texting almost every day. They probably be texting people when they're telling you that they can't text because they're busy.
Focus up for the next round.
That's where I think this world got a lot more disgenuine. Like, way more disgenuine than it was at first. Like, yes, of course, everything that's happening now has been happening for years, but it's happening at a different scale. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, cheating, yes, that's happened for millions, billions, trillions. I don't know.
Defend our objective.
It just happened, okay? People was cheating for years, but at the scale of right now, it's kind of a little bit worse, man. Because it's like you have a phone, you can easily just like, I mean, it's easy to cheat with a phone, bro. Find somebody you like, they like you, you talk. Hitting off the text messages, send a couple risque photos, and then boom, there you go. And you got a cheating scandal right there. But like back in the day, it's kind of hard to do that because first of all, it's fun. I don't know. But first of all, you have to meet people, a lot about you, like where you work or something like that, or your house. So I mean, there's no text messages saying, "Hey, I'm coming over." They just showed up. So if you were cheating, okay, you got caught, and stuff like that. And plus, it was not that much the factor in to help cheating. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, people probably did want to cheat sometimes, but it wasn't a lot to factor in. Also, another thing with this generation, nobody wants to get out the house at all, bro. Like, seriously, bro. Like people have got to just want to stay at home all the time. I mean, all the time, man. It's ridiculous. Like, get out and live a little. When I was a kid, bro, I was getting out the house every single day. I didn't want to sit in my house and stuff like that. Like, you should want to go out. You should want to go chill and stuff. But and this one is kind of terrible. But I mean, there's things you can do with people you can do other than sit on your phone all day long and stuff. Like me playing this game personally, like the only thing I have left really is a game to play, and you know, my phone at this point, because nobody wants to go out. Nobody wants to go hang too much. Like, yeah, I do have friends. Yeah, we do hang out, but like not as much because they're actually busy.
Got the objective.
I understand that much. But like when it comes down to like you meeting a girl, I've had plenty instances where they're like, oh, I'm like, hey, we should go out on dates and stuff like that. And they're like, oh no, I don't like to go out the house, but I mean, if you want, like, if we're dating, you can go over my house instead. Tell me your house, that'd be the first thing I'm like, going. I don't want to go over your fucking house, bro. Things like that, like, oh my god, I don't know why you would like, oh, let's go see a movie. Oh, we can watch movies in my house. Yeah, but probably seen it like every single one of those movies like 1,000 times, but nobody cares to see that. Like, I don't know, I've seen another movie with you. Or you want to go out for a walk by the park.
Get ready. We're going
so
back.
This day and age is kind of terrible. It's not that bad, bro. You can go on a walk in the park, but nobody's interested social media has kind of ruined a lot of people's personalities. To them, like, not ruin them. It brought out a lot worse people than it has good. Honestly, like it really has. Like the things that people get canceled for saying and stuff like that.
Grab the bomb. Destroy the objective.
It's kind of like how when the gender things started explored a little bit more. So the people figured out they could manipulate rules by just joining so much.
Destroy their weapon caches.
So like. With these rules, you can't really bring together for racism and that and stuff, and you can't come together and laws get changed for that. But oh my boy, you get to talking about gay people, trans people, anybody in the LGBTQ plus community, and then all of a sudden rules are getting changed left and right. But for race, just don't. Nobody should get hated because it should seriously be illegal to literally attack people because of the race. Like, yeah, it should be illegal to attack people in general, but for the race,
less than a minute.
That should definitely come with some consequences as well. Because like, why are you going out your way to hate a person? Okay, if you don't like a race, stay to yourself. So if somebody comes up to you, talk to you, or whatever, and you don't want to talk, just give them some kind of excuse. Say like, I don't know, like, well. I don't know, because you tell somebody you're racist, black people are sometimes can be black people can be ignorant and get pretty mad and go off on you and stuff like that. And me, if you was to say, oh, I don't like black people, I don't want to talk to you, I'll be like, oh, okay, whatever, and I'll walk off. I wouldn't be like, oh, so what is black people? It's like, okay, I'm not gonna try to force you to change your ways, because what's the point? Because then if I keep on pressing you, it could start an even bigger issue. And then, of course, you're not going to like me even more because I now have put in a pause on you. And it just doesn't make any sense. Like, why would I do that?
We've got the bomb.
So yeah, it's just quite a strange world. I think less social media would make things a little bit better. Like, yeah, with social media we have accomplished some amazing things in this world. But also with it has come great bad stuff. That was a very bad speech. It started off good. Yeah, that's just my little take. So it's not nothing that I really seriously care about. Like, I don't care how the world is now because I mean it's already this way. You can't change it. What's the point of rambling on about it for years? I'm just saying, like, that's my standpoint on that situation. It's not.
Less than a minute.
And both of your aims are terrible. Wow. He had the same idea I had. Oh my god, I hate when people play like this, bro. You don't not have to do all that. Yeah, this is the type of players I hate. They're sweaty, they play for like they do all those movements for no reason. Those movements does not increase your survivability. It's literally just you spinning around in circles and stuff. It's actually putting you in even more. Yeah, sometimes moving like that does break people's cameras. But I've seen people like do those movements and completely get crapped on, hitting absolutely 0 shots, and I'm like, why? Like, why do that? Why don't you just play the game, bro? You don't have to like, let's shoot a nigga. Like, what are you doing?
We have the bomb.
But nah, that's about it on those 2 topics. Really, I don't have much to expand on. Like, there's nothing really to add. Like, oh, okay. You like how things were back then when people were writing each other letters and stuff. Okay, you're a little sweetheart, you're a gentleman, whatever. Okay, you want people to teach people how not to do things. Guess what? People was taught not to be judged. Look at the world right now.
We're losing ground. Take it back.
That's all I have to say, really. Like, I seriously don't see what else I can add.
Search and destroy.
Now, it gets to another topic, stuff like that. I don't really know what to say anymore because I've already said that.
Grab the bomb. Destroy the objectives.
Too much of anything is bad.
We've got the bomb.
Said that and stuff, but I'm already explaining why that's bad and how social media is just too sensitive. You can't state your own opinions, but it's not pricing nothing. Like, you usually tell people, well, you can't. Second loss. You usually tell people, oh, you can't really change genders, then you're gonna have people yelling at you about it. Even if you bring up, like, basically, even if you bring up facts does not matter until they want them to matter. That's how facts are these days. They don't matter until somebody wants them to matter.
That's a win. Next round. Get ready.
I don't do I care about people who change their genders? No, but I'm saying, like, it's a simple fact that if you bring up facts about anything that has to do with anything somebody likes a lot, you're getting butchered, my boy. You're getting completely butchered. And that's why I just stay to myself and keep my mouth shut about it, because I'm like, there's no point of arguing with a brick wall. You can tell somebody something so many times, you can prove something so many times. If they're in denial because people want to have their life. It's like kind of like a fantasy land, if you may, where like sometimes people will get caught in this illusion, and when you tell them that's not real. But I'm not saying that other things are real. I'm just using an example. You tell them, yo, that's not real. That's racist. Anyways, yeah, I'm not saying that's not real or anything. I'm saying, like, you can change your ways. There's science in that though, but yeah, like I was saying though, like, when you have your own fantasy land of what you want to believe, nobody can take you away from that. It's your comfort zone. So let's say like gaming to some people call people incels, and some people here and there. And the game is like an escape and stuff. And people call people delusional when they say that, oh, this is my job, this is my profession, and stuff like that. And gaming in a way isn't really a job. You don't really sign a contract. You don't do job interviews where you go play a game, get popular. It's not really a job. Really.
Kill the enemy.
It's a, you can make a career of it, but it's not a job. That's not how it works. Jobs and careers. The meanings have changed for people these days, but it has not. But the meanings were what they were, and they still are. It doesn't change my time. Like if somebody says it's a job and stuff, okay, you're a YouTuber. Okay, it pays. That's your job and stuff like that. Okay, whatever. But it's not really a job. It pays and stuff, yes, but it's not really a job. There's no applications, no contracts. When you get famous, yeah, okay, you make sign a contract about the money you have and stuff, but there's really not a schedule. You're not scheduled to show up sometimes, like you're not scheduled to show up at a certain time. You don't have dates when you work and don't have to work and stuff like that. Even as a gamer, you probably still have a job. You know why? Because gaming is not a job. Just like with YouTube, you do YouTube full time. Okay, you get popular off of it, you get big views, but then you could work. But some people probably do YouTube and still work a job. You know why? Because it's a job, it's a career.
Round is ours.
It's a career, it's a job. But there's too many different things to say about like for instance, football. Okay, it's a career. Like I don't know how people view it for them, but for me, it's careers and jobs are two different things to me. But maybe I'm just stupid. You know, I mean, haven't been the first time I heard that. But I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to get my viewpoint on those things. I don't think anybody care. I am going to tell my friends to come do this video about my opinion. And if I'm gonna try to make the video short, so I'm only doing the next match and then I'm gonna get off. And I'll tell my friends, hey, you can have this in like your headphones or something. You can watch the gameplay. I don't care what you do. I just wanna. I guess I need to make a time stamp where they need to go to my viewpoint. But overall, if anybody that I tell to go get this video have any kind of questions. If you have any kind of questions, ask me about my viewpoint. I'll give you I don't really care to do so. But
good hunting.
At the same time,
get ready for the next one.
I'm not really gonna sugarcoat anything with you. If you ask me about this and that, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like, I'll tell you if I don't care about something. I don't care much. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't care about anything really these days. Any movements, any of that, I don't really care for. I don't care for holidays. I've lost care for almost anything in this world there is to care for. That might seem terrible to some people, but
take the bomb
I don't care.
And destroy the objective.
I just don't see myself caring. And I guess I could do because I'm kind of, not kind of, I'm selfish. I'll admit I'm selfish. But at the time, I care for others. I care for others to a certain extent. I care for people more than I care for myself. I don't know. I don't think I really do. But, okay, I do, but I don't. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like, you know how you value a person's relationship, you value a person in themselves. I have people that I value.
Alpha.
You're racist. I have people that I value in a certain way, but I don't really. Also,
bomb defused.
The things they make ridiculous in these days.
We'll attack them harder next time.
Makes no sense. You know, how they, in relationships they have these crazy things. Oh, you can't be short, bro. When you say that, you're cutting out a good majority of men, and that's not fair. That's kind of stupid. All if you want to date a guy that's shorter than you, what's wrong with that? But like, I don't know. There's little preferences, but it's pretty weird. there's a lot of topics I could touch up on, honestly. There's a lot that I could touch up on, stuff like that, because I have opinions, you know, I have my thoughts on things, you know, not anything, I'm always going to get my honest opinion, that's what I can, stuff like that. So I'm mad. Should I honestly? Okay. I guess I'm gonna spill a little bit of beans about myself, give a little one of my flaws, because you know it's fun for sometimes to spill a flaw here or there. Just tell a flaw and be like, okay, yeah, I did this. This is bad about me. This is bad about me. You know, I feel like exposing yourself is better than having somebody else expose you, because then people take it a different way. Like, let's say if I came out and said some things about myself right now, and then people find out and be like, oh, dang, like, well, I mean, we can't say nothing about it now, he said it. But if you found out and stuff, and I came out and had to defend myself now, because, you know, I've come out here and just, you know, said some crazy, you know, which I have came out in a little bit about some things, but I don't ever like fully come out and just say it, because, you know, I don't want to. I don't think it's like some things. Okay, yeah, it's okay to say, but that's those things that I think about. I don't want to fully say them at all. Honestly, should I tell my friends to watch my other video? Because that one's like 40 minutes long. Nobody wants to watch that shit. But if I tell them, hey, it's kind of a little bit of urgency for you to watch my viewpoint on society and stuff, how I think that being too woke is kind of annoying, like being pro something to a high extent of just posting it.
Search and destroy.
So nobody can even go through
the feed without keeps them secure.
Seeing one of your posts. Like, it's not stupid, but it's stupendous of how much I have to view your post about something. Like, okay, you believe in it, I accept that, but damn, bro, you need to talk about something else. That's one thing I talked about in my last video, but it's true though. Let me just be advising. I tell my friends not to watch this one. Yes, if you like the pro-abortion thing, I agree with it, but don't go out here spamming pages with quotes and holding a march to get protests with people and stuff. The social media, yes, you can do things, but yeah, you gotta be self-aware of who you are and understand your limitations, and then the limits you can exceed. Now, anything's possible, but at the same time, you have to be realistic about your situation.
Search and destroy.
Like, think about it this way. Okay, I want to make a difference. I want to make these posts so I can like reach out to people. Okay, understandable.
Targets identified. Capture the bomb and engage.
Do that, but think about this.
We have the
other
bomb.
times
Get
that
moving.
you have did that same exact things, how many times have it really, you know, how many times have it really just generated so much attention, overwhelming that it became like a popular, it doesn't, popular with your friends, maybe, but like, even then, actually that's the topic I want to get on. I feel like people are forced to like those type of things and stuff. I don't think people support the things that you support for real, like your friends or whatever support the support. They just support it so they won't get hate. You know, it's kind of, it kind of makes sense. I don't know why you would do that, though. It's like, oh, I don't want nobody to dislike me. But like the abortion thing, I don't think a whole majority of people cared about that. Women, yes, because they're women, it's happening to them, of course. Is it selfish not to care? 100% selfish to the highest extent. Does that mean that people actually care? No, it doesn't. You can't force yourself to care about something you don't actually care about.
We're planting Bravo.
When you're sitting there and you're saying, oh, and you're sitting there and you're talking about abortion, there's people that don't care. That's why I came out and I told my friend, and they asked me, they like, oh, this is important to me. What's your take on it? So I'm not gonna lie. I don't care about it too much, but I care enough to think about it and debate in my head. But I don't care enough to post about it and go out and have debates. Does that make me a horrible person? No. Just because I don't go out and do something, just because I don't care about something, doesn't make me a horrible person. I just can't genuinely care for it. So, like, it's not happening. Like, though it is selfish, like I said, I am kind of selfish. It's not happening to me. But do I sympathize with people? Yes. I understand people's viewpoints. Do I care about people's viewpoints? Yes, I care. If I want to see people's viewpoints, but the thing is, I'm different. I can understand both sides of why you wouldn't want to listen. But do I care enough to go out of my way to say something about it? No.
Search and destroy.
Do I care enough to debate about it in my head? Yes, I do debate about these things. Like when I see these subjects on the internet, I turn off my phone, I sit it down, and I think to myself, okay, what do I think about this? What do I see that's wrong with this? What's wrong? What's right? And try to find a meet where I can understand people. So, like, what I'm saying, I don't care. I'm not saying, oh, I don't care. I don't care if the baby is a guy. I don't care if women can't have a boyfriend when they do it. No, that's not the case. It's so many different things to factor into it. I'm very optimistic and pessimistic. So I think of multiple scenarios, not just one. I don't break things down that way. That's not how that's not how I make my decisions. I don't do it by being like one thing and then like, okay, that's right. No, for me, it's a lot of things that have to factor into it for me to actually think about it. I have to think about it in so many different manners. I can't just sit there.
1 minute remaining.
Okay, I don't know. You're such a bitch, bro.
They're making us fight for it. Give it to them.
I can't sit there and just think about it one way. I have to break it down. And that's the thing, though. I don't feel like people care about things and they lie about what they care about. Just like Black Lives Matter. Do I care about Black Lives Matter? Yeah, I care about it to an extent of. Okay, let me try to explain this where somebody might get offended by this. Yes, I care about Black Lives Matter to an extent of my awareness of what I myself know I can and cannot achieve with what I'm saying. If I'm arguing with a bunch of brain dead people on the internet about it, then what's the point? They're brain dead. They're not gonna understand what you're saying. They're not gonna care. Your take will never matter, no matter what you hit them with. It will rebuttal to. It's kind of like having an abusive boyfriend. He beats you, but you don't want to go back onto the dating game because you don't know anyway. You're sticking to what you're familiar with.
Planting Bravo.
You're sticking to what you're familiar to. He hurts you, yes, but at least you know what you're gonna get from that situation, right? With other situations, that's kind of how it is with Black Lives Matter. That's not how it is with Black Lives Matter, but you get to just what I'm saying. What was I saying again? Fuck, I forgot. All this gunfire. So like, damn, how did I forget this hard? You're an idiot. He's defusing, bro. Look at the bomb. Can you at least look at the bomb? Yep, you see him. Just stall. Hold. Nice. Okay, now I think I remember what I was saying. No mistakes. But, this round is ours. I don't care enough to. I care about Black Lives Matter, but what's the point of arguing with people when never get the point in the first place? I care. Yes, when Black Lives Matter was going on, I was saying Black Lives Matter, but then at the same time, I started having to go and realize, like, okay, what is it?
Search and destroy.
Like, what's the point of me putting this input when I'm not helping anybody? I'm not making a change. And so, do I care about it? Yes, but to an extent, because I know that what I'm doing
defending them is critical.
I'm not gonna get up and go do it and stuff. And the reason why I don't care about the movement that much, like, I care about it, but I don't care about the movement that much, is because of the simple fact that. Oh my god, this person is so bad, it makes no sense. Okay, I'm kind of explaining it. I don't know if you guys understand. Let's just say it's hard enough for me to explain it. I know what I want to say, but I can't say
Allied
it.
UAV
And
overhead.
the best thing I'm trying to say is like, okay, I care about Black Lives Matter and stuff like that, and I care about the movement, but I don't care enough to. Oh yeah, I don't. That's what I was trying to say. Finally, I got the word. I don't care enough to try to
Enemy
keep
bomb
on
at Alpha.
arguing the
Go
movement
now.
with a bunch of racist people because they're racist. They're never gonna understand your point. So do I say Black Lives Matter? Yes, they're gonna say it to racist people, or they're not gonna ever get it. Yes, she's saying it to the cops and stuff like that. But guess what? They don't say it either because like they're gonna be like, what can we do? What like I mean, yeah, we can change some rules here and there, but like people still gotta be racist. That's the reason why I don't really care too much about the movement because it's not really achieving much and stuff. I care about it, as in, like I do care that people are dying and stuff for the fact that it's their skin color, not because they're black, but because of the fact that they're getting killed because of that reason. Yes, I care about that, but do I care about the movement?
Search
No,
and destroy.
because at the same time, there's nothing's going to be achieved from it. So why should I care that much? But something that I know is not going to get achieved.
We have
from
assets
it.
in the field.
And yes,
Defending
like I
them
said
is
in my
critical.
last video, there may be some things to have changed, some rules to change. But who's going to stop killing people versus who's going to see, oh, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, and you're like, you know what? Maybe I should stop being racist, man. Maybe just now that I hear a bunch of people just chanting the slogan, maybe that's the reason I should stop being racist. Like, no, bro, I'm racist. Like, you're not gonna change your state just because a bunch of people tell you to. That's not how it works. Like, the person's mind, but what does it do for the bigger picture? Like the one person might change it. I guess there could be a scenario where they do something groundbreaking, but at the time, man, like the movement can't do that. Change that people are still racist and stuff. You might say, oh, there's not that many racist instances. Well, that's because another black person had not died on camera to a cop.
Search and destroy.
But if it happens again, and that's what somebody get killed because of race, I guess maybe people are getting killed over the race every single day. And guess
Critical
what?
assets identified. Keeps them secure.
Nobody knows about it. You know what's gonna happen? Nobody's gonna never know. You can't document everything. People are still gonna be racist. Another movement isn't just to stop people. The movement isn't to stop people from being racist. It's to protect black people from racist like cops and stuff like that. But then also, the movement itself also like paint a bad narrative on all police officers. Like I said, there's nothing really good people or bad people. There's people with flaws. They got the pros and they got the cons. But at the same time, think about you yourself. Like this is how I think. Think about you yourself being a police officer, right? Your job is to protect and serve. You're just doing what the rules say you do, right? And that person that you're apprehending
Active bomb on Bravo.
just so happen to be African American, or just so happen to be a Latino. You only know this before you pulled up. You just know if things got a little out of hand, you're gonna get out the hand. And not only but the one's gonna see you shaking the man's hand above. But like I was saying, bro, like sometimes I feel like police officers are overrated.
Bomb has been defused.
Like, will I personally hang around with police officers? Yes, because I have at the POW. Yes, I was at a gym working, and the owners were police officers. But guess what? Guess what? They never asked me about anything about my personal life. They never asked me, oh, are you in the game?
Switching sides.
Do you do this? Hey, you this and that. Like, I would say some couple
Search and
things,
destroy.
but then that would be stupid. You're basically putting the information out on the internet, which will be out there forever. So I'm not gonna say what I was
Targets
gonna say.
identified. Captures a bomb and engage.
When people paint things as bad,
We
just
have
like
some
I feel
bomb.
like
Attacks a weapon
truly
capture.
there's a lot of racist black people, and it's not okay to be racist to anybody, no matter your race. Like, I don't care who you are, I don't care what your race. It's not okay to say racist things about people as a joke. Yeah, okay, if you got friends, you're all joking around. Like my friends, we have a bunch of racist jokes that we tell each other. We say a bunch of racist things to each other. Guess what? None of us have bad blood. And people say, And when people says there's always a little truth in the joke, that's the biggest lie. If you believe that, you're just go and I'm gonna snap this. If you believe that, man, just go and check back. Think about this deeply. How many jokes have you told
Your
that
allies are
have
gone.
actually held
It
a
is up
truth
to
in
you.
it? Like, I can say a joke saying, "Oh, I'm Arabic. I'm gonna blow you up."
1
You know, that's
minute
kind of
remaining.
racist, honestly. Like, don't ever say that. That's pretty racist. But like, don't say that. That's pretty messed. Don't say that. That's not something you should say.
Have the bomb.
Oh my God, bro. Do you ever? Who is this? Bro, is that all you ever do, bro? Is that all you ever do is sit in a corner with a shotgun? My God, Jesus, get a life, my boy. Like, your life must be pathetic. You got TikTok. You got TikTok in your gamer tag, boy. You have no life. You're pathetic. You don't even have your own opinion.
Check it.
Shut up. Man. My God. What was I even saying? Damn it, what was I? I was on a pretty good rant too. Oh yeah, how people need to stop being racist. Chicken nuggets and hot fries had to taste it. Yeah, I'm gonna end the video right here. I'm uploading 3 videos and I'm gonna lay down and go to sleep because I have insomnia. I can't sleep and stuff. I know I say that a lot and stuff. I don't know if I have a word for it and stuff because I used to say I can't sleep, but I have insomnia. I definitely do because I've laid down, closed my eyes, and this and that. So, and it's not because I play the game. There's times where I haven't even played the game. I just try to go to sleep, but I'm tired and it doesn't work. And just sit there looking at a wall. And sometimes I used to do that for hours and no sleep, bro. So, yeah, I'm just love and kicking the balls. I'm not the great one. Bye.